You invaded Earth? The Council could only stare in shock. The chamber of the Galactic Council was silent in a way that felt heavy and uncomfortable, as if the stars themselves were holding their breath. The council hall was massive, built in a ring of floating platforms, each one holding a representative from a powerful civilization of the galaxy. Ancient beings of light, metal-scaled warlords, thinkers made of mist, and elders who had watched suns be born and die, all of them were present. They had gathered to judge a small blue planet called Earth. The reason for the meeting was simple, or so they thought. Earth was new, Earth was weak, Earth had been invaded. And yet the reports did not make sense. In the center of the hall stood a human. His name was Captain Aaron Cole. He wore a simple dark uniform, no glowing armor, no energy crown, no signs of power. His hands were free, and his posture was calm. He looked around the hall, not with fear, but with quiet curiosity. The High Arbiter of the Council, a tall, crystalline being whose voice echoed like ringing glass, spoke at last. "Human, you stand before the Galactic Council accused of hostile expansion. You attacked multiple fleets. You destroyed invasion forces from 5-star empires. Do you deny this?" Aaron took a slow breath and answered in clear, easy words. "No, we do not deny it." A ripple of shock moved through the chamber. Several council members leaned forward. Others whispered in their own strange languages. The Arbiter's glow brightened. "Then you admit humanity invaded the galaxy?" The human shook his head gently. "No, sir, we did not invade the galaxy. You invaded Earth." Silence again. The Arbiter raised one sharp crystal limb. "Explain." Aaron nodded, as if he had expected the question. "For most of our history, Earth did not know we were not alone. We looked at the stars and wondered. We fought each other, yes, we made many mistakes, but we stayed on our planet. Then, one day, your ships came. They did not speak, they did not ask. They landed weapons first, words second." The council member from the Vrax Dominion hissed angrily. "Lies. We sent explorers only, peaceful ships." Aaron turned his gaze to the Vrax representative. "Your explorers burned 3 of our cities. They took humans for experiments. They called us primitive animals." The Vrax recoiled. The Arbiter turned slowly. "Records from Earth confirm civilian casualties." The Vrax shifted uncomfortably. Another council member, a floating mind called Seer of Luth, spoke. "Humans reacted with extreme force. You destroyed entire armadas." Aaron nodded again. "Yes, because we had no choice." The seer pulsed. That response was disproportionate. Aaron's eyes hardened just a little. "When a stranger enters your home and points a weapon at your child, you do not debate proportions, you act." A murmur passed through the chamber. The Arbiter studied the human closely. Earth was listed as a low-threat world. No faster than light travel, no psychic shields, no planetary defense grid. Yet you defeated empires. Explain your power. Aaron was quiet for a moment, then he spoke softly. "We have no special power. We have fear, we have love, and we have a long memory." The council waited. He continued. "Humans are not strong alone. One human is fragile, but we are stubborn. When something threatens our home, our families, our children, we do not stop, we do not retreat, we adapt. We learn very fast. You taught us how your weapons worked by using them on us. You showed us your weaknesses by laughing at us." Another council member, a warlord of iron called Korth, slammed his fist on his platform. "You stole our technology." Aaron met the warlord's gaze. "We learned from the wreckage you left behind on our soil." The Arbiter interjected. "Learning alien technology in months is impossible." Aaron smiled faintly. "We had help." The Arbiter tilted its crystalline head. "From whom?" Aaron answered. "From each other." Humans across Earth stopped fighting each other. Nations shared secrets. Scientists worked night and day. Soldiers defended labs with their lives. Farmers fed cities under attack. Children learned evacuation drills instead of games. When the sky burned, we did not argue about borders. We became one species. The words hit the council harder than any weapon. The seer of Luth flickered. Unity at planetary scale is statistically rare. Aaron nodded. Yes, that is why you misjudged us. The Arbiter reviewed glowing data streams. Your forces captured several human soldiers. They refused to surrender information even under neural pressure. Aaron's voice was steady. They were protecting home. Another council member, a soft-voiced elder from the Kellar, asked, "Why did you pursue our fleets beyond your system? If defense was your goal, why follow them?" Aaron looked at the elder with sad eyes. Because they said they would return. Because they said Earth would burn next time. Because they promised to erase us. So we followed them to make sure there would be no next time. The council stirred uneasily. The Arbiter's light dimmed slightly. You crossed borders. You destroyed shipyards and command worlds. Aaron nodded. Yes, we targeted military targets only. We warned civilians to evacuate. We learned that from our own wars. The Arbiter paused, then asked the question that hung in the air. Why did none of our intimidation tactics work? Why did you not surrender when faced with superior numbers? Aaron answered without hesitation, because surrender for us does not mean peace, it means extinction. We have history of that. The council absorbed this. The Vrax representative spoke quietly. We did not expect resistance like this. The Arbiter turned back to Aaron. What is it that humans want now? Territory? Resources? Power? Aaron shook his head. None of those. We want to be left alone. We want safety. The Arbiter studied him carefully. You have demonstrated the ability to threaten the balance of the galaxy. Aaron straightened slightly. We do not want to threaten it, but we will defend ourselves, no matter the cost. The seer of Luth projected images into the chamber. Human fleets, small but efficient, crews operating with minimal rest, AI systems bonded to human intuition. The seer spoke. Your battle doctrine shows high casualty tolerance. Aaron's face darkened. We hate losing our people. Every name is remembered. That is why we fight so hard so fewer have to die later. The Arbiter asked one final question that carried great weight. If the galaxy attacks Earth again, what will humanity do? Aaron did not raise his voice. He did not shout. He simply said, then the galaxy will learn what invasion truly means. The words were simple, but they chilled the hall. The Arbiter remained silent for a long moment. Then, slowly, the crystalline being addressed the council. This hearing was convened to judge a threat. It appears we misunderstood the nature of the conflict. The Arbiter turned to Aaron. Human captain, the council acknowledges that the first acts of aggression were not yours. A stunned silence followed. The Arbiter continued. Further aggression against Earth will be considered an act of war against the Council itself. Gasps and flashes of alarm spread across the platforms. The Vrax tried to protest, but was silenced. The Arbiter finished. Humanity is not an invading force. It is a defending one, and a dangerous one when provoked. The Arbiter faced Aaron. You may return to Earth with this message. Humanity is recognized as a sovereign power. Its borders are to be respected. Aaron placed a hand over his chest, a human gesture of respect. Thank you. The Arbiter added one last thing. The Council requests diplomatic relations. Aaron allowed himself a small, tired smile. We can talk. He turned to leave. As he walked away, the council members stared, some with fear, some with respect, all with shock. Because for the first time in galactic history, the great powers had learned a simple truth. Earth was not conquered. Earth had stood up, and the galaxy would never forget.